NFL Live's Dan Orlovsky joining us, and now the Jets enter a different type of conversation now. We are talking about not just winning the division, maybe winning the AFC. How does Rodgers make this Jets team competitive?
There's three teams in Tier 1 in the AFC. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Buffalo Bills. There's now four. This puts the New York Jets into that first tier. Things that we know. This is a up-and-coming potential offensive line. Very young and talented skill position group led by Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. And then the reality that this is a top 5 defense in the NFL. This is one of the, if not the most complete rosters in all of football. The addition of Aaron Rodgers is that big a deal. Things that we don't know. What's going to happen with the 15th pick that they traded with Green Bay essentially, and that second round pick that they have. They still need an offensive tackle. Mekhi Becton, who plays left tackle, who would be Aaron Rodgers' blind side, just hasn't stayed healthy. If he does, great, but you can't bank on that. And then that second round pick, I do think that they need to add some type of vertical stretching tight end. Sam Laporta out of Iowa, Luke Musgrave out of Oregon State are two pieces that I look at. But in the grand scheme of it, the Jets are bona fide Super Bowl contenders. This is one of the best days in the history of their organization. And they now have a quarterback, and I say this every time I talk about the AFC. If you don't have a quarterback that can go toe-to-toe with Patrick and Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, you have no shot. As of this morning, the Jets had no chance. As of this trade, the Jets absolutely have a chance, and they're real Super Bowl contenders.
You are all in. The last time the Jets had a top 10 scoring offense, 2008. Guess who was the quarterback?
Who?
Brett Favre.
A reminder that the Packers love trading their quarterbacks away to the Jets. He brings along with him more accolades than every previous Jets quarterback combined. Kind of speaks to Dan saying this is the greatest day in the history of the Jets. To emphasize, he has 10 seasons with at least 4,000 passing yards. All other Jets quarterbacks ever have done that one time, and his name was Joe Namath, and that was in 1967. For much more on Aaron Rodgers heading to the Jets, here's PTI's bonus segment with Tony and Mike.
All right, Wilbon, what is your reaction to the Aaron Rodgers to the Jets trade actually becoming final?
Thank God. That means everybody that covers football for every network can stop begging the two sides to come to a deal. Because it's been like 40 days since Aaron Rodgers had sort of declared on that podcast that he was going to play for the Jets, or he intended to. So it took 40 days for that. There was a previous 20 days in which there was just speculation. So this has been going on 2 months, just begging Aaron Rodgers to couple up with the Jets. You know, I see it as totally overrated, totally overstated. I don't think the Jets are going to be any better than 8-9 or 9-8. Aaron Rodgers has been to one Super Bowl, one more than Rex Grossman. I know he's been a great player for a long time. One Super Bowl. So don't tell me the Jets are automatically going to go to the Super Bowl now because Aaron Rodgers is there, because the Packers couldn't go to the damn Super Bowl when he was there for 20 years. So I'm glad it's over. I got tired of it. I know you feel completely differently.
I do. Well, the first thing I want to say is I'm so glad when you mentioned Rex Grossman. Rex Grossman went to the Super Bowl. He didn't win it. Aaron Rodgers went and he won the Super Bowl.
Then he's got
so he
one
has
more.
One more. Yeah, I understand, but Rex Grossman's your boy. He's the Bears.
No,
and
he's
you
not.
discounted him completely. So, all right, let me just talk for a second about this. Everybody got what they wanted in this trade. Matt LaFleur traded up to get Jordan Love, which was putting Aaron Rodgers on notice the moment he did that. He wanted to get him out, and now he's got him out, and now he can play Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers got what he wanted. He leaves the Packers with a lot of money, goes to bright lights, big city. Okay, that's what he wanted. The Jets owner gets what he wants, a star. Hasn't had a star in a while, certainly not a star quarterback. The last two quarterbacks they drafted both have been unmitigated disasters. So now he does this and he gets Aaron Rodgers. The only thing that matters for the Jets is the Super Bowl here. They have to get, they don't have to win, they have to get to the Super Bowl. If this is a disaster, Mike, if it's 8-9, as you just said, for 1 year, and then 8-9 the next year, that can fire a head coach like Saleh, that can fire an offensive coordinator like Hackett, because the expectations are so unreasonably high. The expectations are for Aaron Rodgers to do in New York what Tom Brady did in Tampa Bay, to win a Super Bowl in the first year. Those are the expectations. They are.
Yeah, there's one problem with those expectations. Aaron Rodgers doesn't equal Tom Brady, not in this or any other lifetime. And that's not being critical of Aaron Rodgers. Nobody's Tom Brady. Nobody's been Tom Brady. So when you say the expectations are too high, everything's too high. The praise, the expectations, the overstatement, all of it for Aaron Rodgers, who's been a great player, but is nearing 40 years old. And you know what? If the Jets get to the Super Bowl, I will fly you there on a G6 sitting with you, and I will wear a Joe Namath jersey, and we'll bring Greeny with us. How's that sound to you?
Is the one and only highlight 60 years ago.
That's it. We're done. I'm not wearing a 12. Back to you.
Wow.
I love it. On a G6, do it.
Going to Vegas, huh? And look at this. He's going to wear number 8 as a Jet. And Sauce Gardner wasting no time, showing off his new quarterback. He and running back Breece Hall changing their profile pictures on Twitter to Aaron Rodgers from his college days, sporting that number 8. Del?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.